All right, take two. My husband was blowing his nose in the background, and I felt like it was just not a good video. So we're going to try this again. Make the same jokes, though. I did wake up super early. If you guys look, 6:21 a.m. Oh, that's zooming into the problem. Does not zoom into the time, apparently. But I woke up super early because I was excited to see how you guys did on the quizzes. But I do want to talk about those questions you missed the most. Overall, they looked really good, but these three problems really stood out to me. Question 16, I would totally expect a lot of you guys had missed this one, just because whenever there is a 2 in the exponent, remember it's not what you think. I would think a horizontal stretch by 2, but remember that's actually a horizontal shrink by a half, which it shows right here in the problem that a lot of you guys made that mistake. So just keep in mind that when it's in the exponent, it's not what you think. A stretch by 2 would be if there was a 1/2 x in the exponent. So overall, great job on those of you, for those of you who did get that right, and for those of you that didn't, it's such a common mistake. So totally understandable if you did make that. The next question is about depositing money, and it tells us that it has a $500 amount that's being deposited, 3% interest compounded quarterly for a period of 5 years. So I'm just underlining those big things that we're going to need for the equation. Now, we want the equation to start with a 500. Nowhere in the problem did it say continuously. So right away, that one's going away. The next thing is it did say quarterly. So A is going away because it's not being divided. That interest rate is not being divided by 4, which leaves us with these two. Now, remember, if you ever divide the rate by a value, which we're seeing here, you have to multiply the time by that same value. So the time was 5 years, which means that I need to have 5 times 4 in the exponent, which eliminates this option and gives us option B. Final question in this set is another one I would totally have predicted you guys would make mistakes on because this is a tough one. We want to find time, which means we're going to have to use the intersection button in our calculator. Now, the investment is $1,200 compounded continuously. I'm going to put an E above that right away because I know that these are the ones where we have to use that other formula, and then that interest rate of 5.6. So to set up the equation, first thing is I want to think about what is triple $1,200, and that's $3,600. Then I want to, on the other side, write the 1,200. But remember, we're using E because it says continuously. And then in the exponent, we can put that 0.056 times X or T. Doesn't really matter. Since we're using the calculator, you might want to use X just to kind of remind yourself it's that X button. Now, in your calculator, you can make this your Y1, and then this over here, your Y2, and we just need to find where they intersect. So Y1 would be 3,600, Y2 would be 1,200, E, and then 0.056, and then with that X that I was talking about. Now, before you graph, go to your window, and first things first, X is representing time. I'm going to make my X mid-0. And then thinking about money tripling or even looking at the answers, it looks like they're all like close to 20. I want to make my X max at least 25. Now, my Y values need to show me 3,600. So you can change your Y min to 0, but that Y max has to be larger than 3,600. So I'm going to go 4,000, and then we can go to this graph, and you should see there's 3,600. Sorry, my dishwasher is going in the background. If you hear some weird noises, it's not my children for once. But you're going to see that intersection there. And so we should be able to go to second, calculate, intersection, enter, enter, enter. And we should get this X value of approximately 19.6 years, which would be this answer right here. So let me know if you have any other questions. Hopefully you're feeling pretty good with this material. I know we're going to start looking at logs, and logs can be challenging, but the nice thing is you guys did learn it last year. And I am definitely available for any questions through email. Hope you guys are doing well. Miss you all.